everyone. How is everyone doing? I am your host this evening from a very spooky house. My name is Janine, and we are going to have some serious fun. Hi, Karen and Linda. Let me turn my music down, but let me show you. Are we loving the speaker or what? I'm going to turn that down. Okay. Wow, I am live. Hi, Dana and Mickey and Michelle. How is everybody? Yes, Linda. It is very spooky music. And look, boo! I hope you are all having such a wonderful, wonderful evening this evening. Welcome to the spooky, haunted Avon Live Shopping. For those of you that are just joining, my name is Janine. I am going to be your host this evening. Tonight, I am going to be doing a lash tutorial, but I thought that it would be a lot of fun to actually add lashes to a super fun Halloween look, right? Tell me, as you guys are all tuning in, are you going to dress up this year? Is Halloween one of your holidays? If you're going to dress up, tell me what you're going to be. And by the way, any guesses as to what I am going to be this evening? I tried to keep it a little bit more vague. Okay, yes, Cheryl saying that she loves it. Thank you very much. I mean, look at this. I have like all kinds of spooky things around me. By the way, before we jump in, I just have to show you once again this speaker. This is the LG X Boom 360. This is the omnidirectional portable speaker. I am loving this speaker. First of all, the sound is incredible. If you're just joining, let me turn that up again so that you can hear it. So scary. But here's one of the things I love the most. There are so many different lighting presets, and so I did my favorite colors this evening. For Halloween, I did red, purple, and I did orange. So listen, if you are just tuning in with us, we're so excited to have you. This speaker is absolutely incredible. If you are not already shopping with a rep, trust me, you're going to want to shop with a rep because you are going to get the best prices. Speaking of prices, the speaker, this retails for $280, but when you shop with a rep, not only is it a great price, $249, you will also receive a coupon code for $30 off your next online purchase. Now, you've got to hop quick because this offer is only good until next Tuesday, and then poof, it's gone. And, listen, it's fun for Halloween, but I really think about, the electronics, and I start thinking about bigger items this time of year when we all start making our wish lists, right, for the holidays. So I'm always telling my kids, like, get me the big ticket items in, like, soon, because I need to be able to plan. So I hope that all of you are starting your planning while we're all thinking about Halloween, right? Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Okay, I love that Skin Beauty Delights is going to be buying the speaker for her twin. I love that. That's really awesome. Okay, so now before I started tonight, I wanted to go ahead and start the look that I'm going to be doing prior to going live, because the look I'm doing is super, super easy, but it does take some time. I'm just going to turn off my speaker. One moment. Let's power that down. There we go. Okay, she's really good. We'll pour her back on at the end. But this look is super easy, but it does take a little bit of time. So before we jump to lashes, I thought it would be fun to kind of walk you through the steps of how I got to where I am right now. And it's not that I just woke up, this morning, although that was just as frightening, and I should have gone live and I could have just been done with it, right? And then we'll pick up the rest of the tutorial and the demo. Most important this evening, you're going to see a lot of products, but I want to be very clear that I'm just showing you options of products. In reality, the look that I'm doing this scene, and I'm not revealing it yet, I want to see if anybody can guess it. Um, but the look that I'm doing, it can be achieved with just a few products. So know that you're probably seeing a ton of products, but you do not have to have all of the products. I'm just giving you options, so that we can have some fun. So the first thing that I did this evening, obviously, I got a shower. I prepped my skin with skincare. I put on primer. We know that skincare is always a great base, right, for any look, regardless if it's Halloween, if it's just day to day. The first thing that I did when I started my look is I started with my brows. Okay, so if you have to draw your brows on like I do, the secret to applying your brows is to make sure that your brows are not overly saturated with product. That's the first thing that I learned a long time ago. Otherwise, when you start putting it on, it starts to slip. It doesn't really adhere. So I took the Kathy Kat. I am loving this high arch precision brow pencil in brown, a little bit deeper than what I normally do. But I took this brow pencil, I did a little fill in, and really not fill in, I drew everything on. And then here's a little secret. I actually take a little bit of powder. So I use the FMG complexion powder, foundation, and I just take one of our brushes. It doesn't matter which one, right? And just dust a little bit. And I literally just do a little bit of tap just so that I'm making sure that I'm kind of setting those brows. So that's kind of the first thing that I always do. And that was my first step tonight as well. So always set the stage with your brows. This is an amazing pencil. I'm absolutely loving it. The next thing that I did were my eyes. Now, just because I'm doing a Halloween look, obviously I wanted to start with my eyes, but in every day to day when I'm doing my makeup, I always do my eyes first. And that's because if I have any fallout, if I make any mistakes, right, I can go in and clean it up before I actually start doing my face. So for my eyes, what I actually did, normally I would use a primer. We have a great one by VDL, but I wanted to kind of streamline this look. So I actually started by using a concealer. Let me see if I can get that in the camera for you. It looks like it's not grabbing, but you'll see it right there in the banner. This is the Creme Shop Full Coverage Concealer. I actually used Fair. Now, in this look, I went lighter for a reason this evening because I really want to kind of make things pop. You can see how light my face actually looks. So I primed my eyelids with concealer, and then I just went right into the eyeshadows. That's another thing with this look is you can't really do anything wrong. And I learned that because I just started playing around with a bunch of eyeshadows. So you're going to see a bunch of eyeshadows, Avon has a ton of options. I personally used, you can see this, the FMG, the Glimmer Quad in Idol. Really, really loving all of the colors in Idol. By the way, another quad that I used, or another palette, this one is not in the show right now because it is on waitlist, but it is worth showing you because the waitlist is actually, it's coming back into inventory next week. And this is the Cashmere, the Essential Eyes. So here's the thing I want to say about all of the eyeshadows I used. These are day-to-day eyeshadows. So right out of the gate, I wasn't purchasing anything that would be like special and unique for Halloween. These are all products that I can actually repurpose and I use every single day. That's another thing. I'm trying to make sure that as we're using products that we really have multi-purposes for this. A lot of our products you can do a lot of really cool tricks with. So I just applied a bunch of different eyeshadows. Of course, I used an eyeshadow brush, really, really good, always to make sure you have a great eyeshadow blending brush to make sure that you're getting that blending really beautifully. But here's the other thing. Normally, I have never really been a big fan of the sponge tip applicators that come with some of the quads, but this time I was loving this sponge tip applicator, and you can actually see I've got a lot of product on it because it was perfect for me to actually go in and do precision on my eye. So I think that this is a really useful tool. I don't know about you. Sometimes people just take them and they dump them and go right for their brushes. I would say in this case, definitely make sure you keep this because this is a little hidden gem. So, did all of my eyeshadows. Thank you, Jen says she loves my eyeshadows and my base. Thank you. I was playing around, having a really good time with it. So after I did my eyeshadow, the next thing that I did is my eyeliner. Now, let me just tell you, real life, you know I always keep it real, right? I do not know how to do a cat eye. I would never consider myself like really profusely like, the best cat eye liner person ever. It did take me a little while, but I think I did it pretty well. And here's what I used. Check this out. This is Kathy Cat, loving this. Kathy Cat, by the way, is an amazing line full of every eyes. So they've got you covered with brows, with eyeshadows. You're going to see those in a few minutes. Eyeliners. So this is a brand new addition into the portfolio. It's called 9 Lives. How cute is that? I'm not a cat, by the way. So this is Precision Liquid Eyeliner in Blackest Black. So really, really loving that. By the way that I did it is I actually just did dots and then I went and I filled in. So thank you, Heidi. So Heidi's like, okay, I didn't do too bad for my first time, right? Okay, so after I had my eyes done, the next step was all about doing concealer and the highlighting. For this is all about creating light. So I went right back to my Creme Shop Full Story Coverage Concealer, again in Fair. And what I did, you can kind of actually sit here on camera. I actually, first of all, traced around my brows with a brush a little bit. And then I actually took this. This is really cool because it has a doe foot. I'm loving this concealer. And what I did is I'm going to look at her in the mirror. I started at the corner of my eye and I literally drew a line all the way up and out, like right past my eyebrow. And then I went back to my inner corner and I drew a line down to the tip of my nose. And then I basically just swept up. So I kind of did this kind of like triangle, right? I filled it all in, and this is the secret for this look. I did not blend. So normally when I'm applying concealer, I am blending, right? This, I actually took a sponge and I just very gently made sure that I was patting it in because I really wanted that opaque look. Okay, so we've got some guesses that I am a cat. I am not a cat. I mean, I might be in real life, but not tonight. Okay, so I know I keep talking about sponges. Let me show you those sponges really quickly because if you do not already have these sponges, you're going to want to get them right now. The first thing, okay, these are limited edition. These are for holiday. Check this out. You've got these cute little like diamond sponges, and as cute as these are for like a holiday gift, I'm telling you, these should be in every single person that does makeup in their bag. First of all, for my eyes, check this out. Look at tip. I literally was able to go right in and precision, right? I mean, and it was amazing. And by the way, that tip is very soft. So I just gently wet the sponge and I just went in and I very gently pressed. And I love the fact, obviously love the fact that it's a diamond shape, but it almost kind of rolled with my skin, if that makes sense. So these are really, really great. If you do not already have these 3 sponges for an incredible price. Okay, I see another. Endora from Bewitched. Ooh, that is a good guess, but no. Okay, one other sponge that I want to show you because this is an amazing set. We are loving the Creme Shop. Lush and Plush, just like me and you. Okay, so here's why I love these sponges, right? I love these sponges because they are so soft, but look how thin they are. So this is a really great this is a really great sponge because sometimes I like go in and you know how some people like to fold their pizza? I don't. This is like folding my pizza. I fold my sponge and I can go in and again, I can kind of get that precision. I like the Bewitched suggestion as well. Might have to do that next time. So again, we have the Creme Shop. These also are limited edition, and they're really, really great. So go ahead, take advantage right now for your Halloween looks, but also I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, holidays are around the corner. These are going to be great stocking stuffers. So I'm personally going to go and be posting more of these because I think they're so amazing. Okay, so that's a little bit about the concealer. Then it was time look at me. This is so natural, right? It was time to contour. Now, contouring is all about creating depth. And then with this look in particular, which you're going to see in a few minutes, you'll probably get it. Maleficent. Ooh. Wait, who said oh, wait. I thought somebody said that I was a devil, and I was like, wow, a leopard, Batgirl, vampire. I love the suggestions. Keep them coming. Okay, so for the contour, check out what I used. Match Wand. This is actually a foundation stick, but I actually used it in Latte. You can see I really used it, right? And so here's the thing with the contour for this look. You don't need to be neat. I literally went in with my cheeks and I literally scribbled all the way up. I scribbled around my hairline, all the way down, scribbled over here, and then I just started streaking, right? Obviously, it doesn't look perfect, but it's not supposed to look perfect. So I personally went in with Match Wand, and then what I did is I decided to take a brush to kind of start to really kind of stipple it, if you will, and then I came back with a sponge to make sure I kind of gave it a little bit of those softer edges. After I did that, and I know you're like, this is a million steps. I told you, you don't have to do this many steps. What I did is I grabbed another cashmere foundation and I grabbed it in warm 110 and I just very gently set everything with a light base of powder. And then I went in and I finished with a little bit more contour. So that's what I did before we got on the live. Now let's pick up and actually do some more. Everybody's like, wait, Devil Wears Prada lady, the Wicked Witch of the West, Ashley. Oh, I mean, maybe. Okay, so what I am going to do now is I actually want to make sure, and let me focus my video. It's because I'm moving around so much. There we go. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to put on a little bit of blush because this is going to need a little bit of rosy. So I'm using the Colors of Love, the Glow Beads. I'm not going to hold these up because they will go rolling everywhere. But with this, I'm just going to give it a really nice gentle swirl. Normally, I would do a lot of tapping in real life. I'm not going to do that tonight. So I'm just going to go and give myself just a little bit. Go in there. And I'm going to do this kind of fast. Okay, I'm just blushing up a little bit. A little bit hard to see on camera, but it's reading really well. I just heard a bead go flying. I'm probably going to step on that and get that all over my floor when we are done. Great. Okay, so I've got a little bit of my blush on. And then the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to do lashes. So that's what this tutorial is really about tonight. And I have two different sets of lashes. So we have our Kathy Cat. I told you this collection is great for eyes. I am actually going to be using both sets of lashes. Now here's what you're going to need to do lashes. This is going to apply to any time. If you're doing a Halloween look, if you're doing something during the day. So when you're going to do your lashes, obviously choose the lashes. Do you want fierce and fabulous or do you want soft and sultry, right? So choose your lashes. You're going to want, and we'll go through this, you're going to want a nice pair of loose old tweezers. You're going to want glue. We'll talk about that. You're going to want some scissors in case you need to do a little bit of trimming. And then you're going to want two mirrors. You're going to want one that is big that you can look in and one that you can come into the side and do the angle so that you make sure that the lashes are adhering. The last thing that you're going to want is some type of a disposable mascara wand. It doesn't have to be fancy like this one, but just some kind of a mascara wand so that you can finish the look. So let me go ahead and get my lashes. I'm going to start with the Fierce and Fabulous. Now, normally I would actually trim these lashes, but I'm not going to do that for these on top because I'm going for a really dramatic look. But on a daily basis, when I'm using these, I definitely would make sure that I trimmed them just a little bit. Cruella de Vil, these are really good. Okay, Melissa's saying that she remembers the steering convention in Maryland. I can see your comments, so they're happening. I just might be missing them. Okay, I personally prefer, first of all, the lashes come with a little glue. I love the glue, but I want to save that for travel or for on the go, because inevitably when you have lashes, you need to make sure the second you walk out the door, you got glue with you, right? Like glue and maybe some tweezers, because listen, things happen, things pop up, things go flying. So I actually save that on the go. You can use any lash glue. I actually personally prefer a brush on. So I'm just going to very gently give a nice brush, right, on the lash band. There we go. And I'm going to let that set for a few seconds. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do one more. Now, normally I would let this kind of get tacky and I would let it set for maybe 30 seconds to make sure it's going to have a really good hold. But tonight we're just going to do this a little bit accelerated. Okay, so I'm just going in. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm just gently sweeping, right along the line. Mary Poppins. And no, we do not currently sell the brush, the lash glue, but you know what? We are always looking for new fun ideas, and I bet the team is going to take note of that. So thank you for that suggestion. Okay, so I'm going to go in. Now, I'm going to have to look over here in the mirror, but the first thing I'm going to do, a chimney sweep. I can understand why you would think I look like a chimney sweep. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, blow it on a little bit. I'm actually going to take the lashes and I'm going to sit them right in the center of my eye. So you're going to see this. And by the way, you're going to know that you've hit the right spot when you put this right at your lash line and you feel a little bit of the coolness of the glue. Don't be afraid. These are lashes. Yes, it takes practice, but you know what? Everything does, right? The great news, the makeup, the lashes, they all come off. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm just going to go right in the center. And I feel that little pop of glue. And then what I'm going to do is just gently pull it down on the side. All right, so I'm pulling it down. And the first thing I need to do is I need to make sure, I'm gonna take my little mirror and I'm gonna look in my mirror here, and I'm just gonna make sure that it actually adhered. Can you kind of see that? I don't know if you can see that. Let me do that again so you can see. Do you see that little gap where it didn't adhere? So now I'm going to go in with my tweezers. Again, we want these to be pretty loose. Don't be afraid. You can use your fingers, but I personally prefer tweezers because it's a little more precision. And I'm just going to gently pull it down. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to take and gently pull it down to the inner corner. Okay? Again, just look, you can see that I'm resting my hand on my face. And I'm just gently pulling it down. Don't let it freak you out. I'm going very slow. And listen, while I'm applying these, I know a lot of people are like, oh, but there's lash, tools that you can, you can apply your lashes with. If you use those, that's great. Me personally, I just don't think it's worth the investment. I can just get a really old, cheapy pair of tweezers. We sell them at Avon, so that's what I'm using right now. And then here they are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm also now going to grab that disposable mascara wand and watch this. Instead of like messing around with the lash, I'm actually going to use this and I'm actually going to press and it's setting the lashes. Can you see that? Let me reset the camera. It keeps going crazy. There we go. All right. Okay, so lots of comments. Listen, don't worry, Spooky Mary. You're not going to put your eye out. It takes practice, okay? All right, so there's lash number 1. Let's go ahead and let me grab lash number 2. Let me do this as quickly as possible. I want to be cognizant of time, even though it's a makeup tutorial, so it takes a second. And it's Halloween, so we're also having fun. I hope you're cool hanging out with me tonight. Okay. By the way, these are vegan lashes. I saw a question about that in the chat. For those of you that are just joining, what I am doing is I am just running lash glue right along the band. Very, very easy. Again, why I personally prefer the brush on, because it's literally like a paint by numbers. You're just brushing right on, okay? Patty, how long do the lashes stay on? Honestly, they would stay on a long time, depending on how well you glue them down. I personally take my lashes off every single night because I wash my face and I do all of the good stuff. But as long as you take really good care of them, you can get several wears out of them. I might have to do another live, maybe something on my Instagram where I talk about how to take care of your lashes, because there's definitely a way. You don't just yank them off and throw them over to the side. And you all know the people that have done that, right? And you see them and you're like, wow, you've had these lashes on a few days. Okay, Maritza, it freaks me out to try and add my own lashes. Maritza, it is so easy. I mean, listen, yes, practice. When I first started doing lashes, I definitely had some slip ups, but that's okay. I mean, that's what it's about. Okay, so thank you, Becca. Becca's like, don't be scared, go for it. All right, I'm just gonna do one more little thing of glue. I hope you guys are having so much fun tonight. I am. Who's that? Sorry. Okay, I'm just entertaining myself. You just carry on. Okay, so now again, if you're just joining, I'm going to go in, I'm going to put the lash in the center, pull it down on the outer corner, and then pull it down on the inner corner. So let's watch that. Yes, it is easy, I promise. Okay, going in the center and pulling it down. I know I'm off camera a little bit. If you're on mobile, I will be back in 1 second. I'm going to check my side. Can you see the side? I can see that it's not really there. So I need to take my tweezers very gently and I'm just adjusting just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to pull it down on the inner corner. Okay, there we go. All right. Now listen, I started feeling that one and I was like, okay, I don't know. Oh gosh. I'm so sorry. My camera is going crazy tonight, probably because of all of the lights that I have on. But how could I do a Halloween tutorial and not have Halloween lights on, right? Yes, Monin, the beautiful name. Oh my gosh. It is about practicing, but everybody can do it. Okay, there we go. By the way, if you're just joining us, you definitely want to be shopping with the rep because you're going to get the best prices on everything this evening. While we don't have a coupon code, say, we do have a really cool offer for, I started the live and I'll end it tonight with an omnidirectional speaker. It's very cool and it's on sale if you're shopping with the rep for $249. I know it's a big gift, but it is for Christmas, or other, wish list items. And you get, if you purchase it through next Tuesday, there is a special offer where you would get a $30 credit towards your next purchase. So you're kind of saving like $60. Really incredible. Okay, now I'm actually going to step it up a notch and I'm actually going to apply lashes to the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking the little ones, the soft and sultry, and I am actually going to cut these. And I know you're probably like, what? So I'm taking the lash, I'm flipping it, and now I'm going to go up and underneath. Okay, so this is where your scissors would come into play. I'm going to take it and I'm literally going to cut it in half. Okay, there we go. Lashes in half. Now I'm going to take my glue. I will look at the comments in just 1 second. Oh, I love that. Heidi just got some. Okay, look how little this little baby is. But this is going to go with my look. Okay. Lashes with glasses. Yes, you absolutely can use lashes with glasses. You might have to trim just a little bit, but that's okay. I trim my lashes sometimes. As I am getting a little bit mature, sometimes I need some reading glasses. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this time I don't think I need the tweezers, right? Because I'm just going to go up and underneath. So here's the deal. I have long lashes, so I don't want to go on. I want to go up and underneath, almost like scooping them. And so I put just a tiny bit of mascara on. So let's go underneath. I'm going to use both hands for this one. Okay. All right, I'm gonna hold this for a second. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm starting a trend. Okay, that's cute. All right, I'm gonna go to my other lash while I'm letting that one set. And I'm going to just take it. I'm just gonna snip it in half. Again, I am not doing anything that is like super precision. I'm just having fun. I'm flipping the lash. And now I'm just going to take it, the little lash, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. I'm not going crazy with the glue. Wow, I could use some glasses right now because I cannot see. Has anybody else had that? Like when it hits, and you just cannot see. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Age darling. Yes, my love, it is age darling, Karen. I love you. Okay, so I'm going to scoop up and put it under my other. All right. And now I'm just going to hold it for a second. I know, doing the other side. I mean, that's the thing, right? Sorry, I know this tutorial is taking a little bit of time, but I wanted to get the full look. Okay, so I hope we'll stay on because I didn't put a lot of glue. By the way, you know, just like with makeup, lashes, it's all about trial and error, right? Okay. Oh, I do look like Samantha from Bewitched, but I'm not. Okay. All right, so done our lashes. Listen, if I was going to do this, if I was going to be taking a lot more time, I would just, you know, make sure that I got them perfectly positioned. But you know what? This is for Alive. I think I've got them kind of positioned. Okay, any guesses what I am? Okay, this is going to give it away. If you have not guessed, you're going to know after I do this. All right, Catwoman, Annabelle, Jan, Sugar Plum Princess. How did you know? That is me in real life. I'm not. Okay, so for this, I am going to use Cashmere Foundation 24 Hour. And what I'm going to do, just pushing my lash a little bit. All right, so this is pretty cool. The reason I'm using this is because it has a really big doe foot, pun intended. All right, so what I'm just gonna do is I am just gonna go around and I'm just gonna put some dots. Emily Stevens, God, I think somebody earlier said that I might be this, but let's see. All right, so this is not gonna be perfect. So I'm just gonna be dotting all around, nothing perfect, okay? Okay, I'm just doing dot, dot, dot. And by the way, if they're not completely round, that's okay. Dot, dot, dot. Now I'm going to show you something else. All right, now what I'm going to do, yes, it's a deer. Okay, now I'm going to take a Q-tip without my hair on it, okay? And I'm going to take the Q-tip and I'm actually just going to stick it directly in the doe foot, and that's how I'm going to get the smaller dots, right? And some of these, where it kind of came out half, I'm just going back a little bit. Okay. So, I mean, you can see this isn't perfect. It's kind of cute though. Oh, that's a really, I had, this one might be skin cancer-y for the doe. No, let's not do that. Okay. I'm just gonna make this one really big. Okay. I should have my music playing. What do we think? Do we think this is looking like a doe? A deer? A female deer? Get it? Oh, I'm going to be here all night. Don't worry. I've got more where that came from. Okay. Super, super cute. All right, so I just need to do a couple more things to complete my look now that the secret is out. I am actually going to do a little nose. Now for this one, you can use anything. I personally liked the gel eyeliner. You can use it in Tumbleweed. You can use it in, I believe, Tornado. So that's kind of a brown or a black. What I'm very fawny looking. Thank you, Oregon June. You could also use the Cashmere 24-hour eyeliner, which you're going to see me use that one in just a moment, but really, really cute. So I'm just taking a little brush. This is not going to be perfect. I think that's the theme of this. It's not about being perfect, right? And I'm just going to start drawing a little outline. I told you, all of your regular makeup, see? It's all of your regular makeup. You can have it's all repurposed. Okay, let me focus on doing this real quick. So while I'm doing this, I'll tell you, I've been practicing this because I've never done this look before, and I was practicing it this week. Why is it, by the way, when you're trying to do something, it's not affecting my lips, but it's like I can't talk? Anybody else ever have that when you're doing makeup? I was practicing, and my husband, I went into the room one night. I'll have to post pictures. If you guys follow me on JJ Loves Beauty, I'll post some pictures. My husband was like, "Are you an angry cat?" I was like, "No." Okay, so here we go. So not perfect. I probably could do like a little, I know Emily's like, "Oh my God, yes, Emily, exactly, you know." I'm like, no. I was like, in real life, maybe. Okay. So got my little nose. Now what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to take my Cashmere. This is my 24-hour eyeliner, and this is in Pitch Black. So I'm gonna take this and I'm actually gonna draw down. Cute. And now I'll do a little, I mean, eyeliner, lip liner, it's all the same, right? Okay. I have a little outline, and then what I'm gonna do, and if you, oh, a reindeer for Christmas, that's such a good idea. I am going to grab a couple of my Satin Glimmer lipsticks. And it's funny, when I first saw that we had one, Thunder in black, I was like, huh, that's an interesting color. By the way, this actually looks great when you mix this with other colors. If you've never tried it, that's a little secret. But I'm actually going to use it pure tonight. Okay. I put a lot of concealer on my lips, and that's because I didn't want it to be so black. Okay. And now Rudolph's girlfriend. Wait a minute. What are we talking about? Okay, now I'm gonna take Earth Angel. Let me just do a little something real quick. Now I'm gonna put Earth Angel. This is Earth Angel, by the way. It looks like so beautiful. What do you think? Okay. Oh, listen, there are other things that you can do with this really, really fun. Oh, I have one more thing. Really fun deer look. A few things I did not do. Okay, there's a few things I did not do just for sake of time tonight. You know, I might go later and I might add, Tipsy has a beautiful liquid highlighter. I might go and just do a little bit along, you know, the upper cheeks, a little on my eyes, maybe a little bit, you know, on my cupid's bow. But the point is that there are so many fun ways to do this really, really fun kind of doe a deer look. And, you know, I think my friend Skelly, I think she approves of it, right? And I think this little, look at this little guy, he's been hanging out with me the whole time. But anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this fun tutorial, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me this evening. Let's get a little music on as we say goodnight, and I hope you all have a wonderful, spooky, and very happily haunted Halloween. And let's go ahead and say goodbye with that. All right, everybody, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I cannot wait to see you all very, very soon. There goes the music. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening, and thank you for hanging out with me. See you later. See ya.